What's going on, guys? It's Chris. I hope you're well today. So here with our business partner, Brett Brink. So Brett's a really good friend of mine, known him about 15 years, started his own company, Seventh Gear Graphics, regarding print and just all kinds of stuff, really. But Brett, tell us about, why you started this company.
So I was working at another place, and the staff needed shirts, and I told the owner, no problem, I'll take care of your shirt order. And first order went through, no problem, and then they wanted to rerun, so I did a second order, and the company that I was working with didn't fulfill the order, and I'm like, well, what the heck? And if this guy could do it, it couldn't be that hard. So I decided to put in the work and do the research and started my own company, and now we do shirts and hats and marketing material, business cards, tumblers, you name it, and we do it.
That's great. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, I know that you were working. I mean, when I had talked to you, what was it, a year ago that we started talking again? Like about business anyway? Was it about a year?
About a year and a half, yeah.
Year and a half or so? Yeah, we started talking. You had started this business, and all of a sudden, his business is exploding. He's got a whole operation working out of his basement, getting things going. He prints our packets. So these are our old ones. He's got our new ones getting printed right now. So these are our old presentation packets. So he does all of these. He does our business cards. He's going to be doing our Yetis and whatnot. But he does a great job, and it's just another example of somebody starting a company and really getting after it and making things work. So, Brett, let me ask you, what's the biggest challenge that you've had, starting a business? What is that? What's been the biggest challenge for you on that front?
Well, because I run my own business and it's really just me and my girlfriend helping me out from time to time, we wear all of the hats. So in an organization, you have several different hats that, we call them hats, but, it's managers or, CEOs or workers or whoever is doing this job or that job. And, I do everything for the most part. So how do you coordinate and plan and time and make sure everything goes smoothly for every job? And
Yeah.
it doesn't always go smooth, but you want it to. So it's lessons learned. It's how do you improve your process? Where can you take a little from here and put a little there? And
Sure. So it's building the systems is what you're saying, really.
Correct.
Is that the biggest challenge?
Yeah.
That is the biggest challenge. That is probably my most frustrating thing as well with building the systems. So no, that's fantastic.
You have a few more employees though than I do, so I'm sure it's helpful.
Man, I gotta tell you, there's different challenges at every level of business. I think
Fair.
when I was first starting, when I first started the business, everybody told me that I was insane and working too many hours. I mean, they still tell me that, but that's all that literally, it's very, very difficult to start a business because nobody really, unless you're running a business, you are the last stop. You're the last to get paid. You're the first to get yelled at. It's like it is. You are the last stop. So I think that there's different challenges at different levels, but I think it's so cool that you're out there building this because I think again, it's a space that, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a fairly saturated space, right?
It's very saturated, but again, if you're in a saturated space, you have the opportunity to grow and stay alive, and if you fail, it's your own fault.
Right. And what do you think, what's the biggest issues that you see in your industry? Like what do you think's led to your success? Because you've been doing quite well, considering you've been doing this year and a half.
So I have an array of products that I offer. I also know that it's good to specialize in some fields. So for an example, like business cards, I enjoy doing those. The brochures, it's a new avenue, but we still enjoy learning new things as well. So it's finding what's the right products to offer. And maybe you're not offering every product that you want to, but you're offering enough products to keep your portfolio full and your business, succeeding.
Sure.
And one of the biggest challenges in the industry is that everybody is doing it, so you can always find somebody cheaper. But is cheaper always better?
That's a really good point. So let me ask you this: what's your what would be your advice to somebody that is maybe running a business right now? They're in their first year. They're either struggling to get the sales or they're just having a hard time figuring out how to streamline their business. What would be your advice to them? Because you're starting to go to a whole nother level now. So what would be your advice to that person?
Keep learning, keep growing. Every day is going to be difficult, but if you fail, you're the reason why you failed. There's always something else that you can there's always somebody else you can use for mentoring. Maybe you just haven't found them yet, but there's no reason that you should stop. You had a dream, you started your dream, continue. Figure out how to fix, how to grow, and you'll get to the next level.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, everybody, again, Brett Brink, he does an amazing job. We use him for all of our products, and we're always getting more stuff. So we use him for a lot of stuff. Brett, what is a good way to contact you? Is there like a link, or is there a website? Is there a social media page? I mean, how should people get in touch with you for business?
So I would say probably email is the best way. Also, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Love it. Love it. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely.
Good
Thank
seeing you
Chris.
as always. Yeah, no problem. Thank you.